My friend, today I'm here with a subscriber baru setahun lebih. Okay, setahun 3 bulan dah boleh jalan, dah boleh masak, dah boleh pandu kereta. Tapi pandu kereta tak ada lesen. Dia tak mau. Dia kata dia bukan OKU. Dia tak mau minta lesen OKU. Sebab dia ada niat untuk pulih lebih mantap dari sekarang. Sebab dia kata dalam masa kurang setahun dia dah boleh drive. So, kita sambung cerita lah. Speech is a problem. A problem of what? It's called aphasia. Aphasia, they can think of the word, but they cannot pronounce the word. Sometimes the word just don't come out. All right. And people think, oh, they are dumb. No, they can see. You think this is a cup.
Understand.
They can see the cup. They can spell the cup.
Yeah.
But the word just can't come out.
Right.
Those are aphasia. Those are the frustration they have. You know. Now, it will take time for the brain to learn to get connected
Yeah.
in the speech part to function again. Bypass the part to bypass it. Those are called neuroplasticity. All right. So once the neuroplasticity happen, and then by doing the triggering, what triggering the practice, going for therapy,
Right.
those will help to boost it faster
Right.
to recover.
Right.
Get it? So when people go for physiotherapy
Right.
and then they talk, okay. So what happens is when they talk like force them to talk. Some they are threatening because, for instance, like just to pronounce the word. So the speech therapy will tell you, okay, press the word from the diaphragm. Here. Then push it out to the throat. Then speech muscle to trigger. So that only the words will come out. So the function of a speech therapy will help the patient who have what condition recover better. That's why I always say I will always keep it very simple for my follower because I figure out all this easier way to recover.
You figured out.
I figure all out already.
But
Then
last time you totally like every day sit in that house. I don't know much about it.
no. I don't have that speech problem. My
You don't
speech,
have the speech problem.
my problem is my breathing problem. My problem is my swallowing problem.
I said,
My throat muscle,
that's your.
this muscle, all gone. Facial muscle gone.
Yeah.
Because of this, my tongue shortened.
Yeah.
That's why the word that come out in Malay word they say what masuk angin. So like David, if you look at him, he's walking not affected. His leg is not affected.
Yeah.
But his hand affected. His hand, he keep on opening his hand. But when you look at his hand is actually very soft. It's no but he know his own problem. Only a stroke survivor know what is the problem in his own hand. Whether is no control or hypersensitive or hyper spasticity. It's all different, you know.
Correct.
So when you have sensitivity, you the therapist, physical therapist will teach you how to tone down your sensitivity. But like last time when I was initially after stroke, I am so sensitive. I can't, you can't even touch me. You can't even use a towel to scrub me. You can't. Because the feeling is like you putting hot water on me. Guys, welcome. I'm having a tea with my friend, another stroke survivor. So, and we are talking about his challenge of obstacle he's facing. People who are having speech, some their problem is like they cannot remember the word. They remember the item, but they cannot remember the word. Some people they need time to process whatever question. So their processing speed is affected. So maybe they need 3 to 5 seconds extra to understand what happening. Then after that, they need another 3 to 5 seconds or so to structure the word, you know. And then when they first they must understand what you say, then they must understand what to say, how to respond back. They must process. They understand it easy. Then they have to process. Okay, that is the question. That is what required from me. And now what I want to say. After that, the next round, what the word I need to arrange. Because arrange the thought and arrange the word is two different things. You know, then arrange the word already. Now the real struggle. They have to struggle to pronounce it out. You know, that part is where now this is the part that normal people outside see whether he can talk or not. So a lot of time they are struggling. So, so people just look at the way, the mouth, the voice, they will assume, you know, it's not. There are so many process. First, the understanding of what you talk and what you say, what your statement, what is your question. And then they have to process it to understand it. Then they have to say, okay, what do they think about your statement? You know, after they think about your statement, then they will think what they think about your statement and how they want to respond to it. And then they have to structure the response. Then they have to put in the word to, to answer you. Then they have to process it so that, okay, now the brain and the muscle have to combine to pronounce the word out. Those are different departments of the brain to do. Now, these are the challenge for a lot of stroke survivors. Such a small problem, the understanding, the processing, you know, the arrangement of speech, and then the word, the muscle control, and the muscle, the mouth, the tongue, the lips, the neck, the throat, the lungs. Every part make need to be coordinated for the vocal to come out. You know what? Even a normal person never thought of like, wow, so many things to know. They don't know. Even for survival, they take it for granted. Like you keep on asking me what did was my speech affected? My speech was not affected, but my throat was affected. Breathing is a problem. Swallowing is a problem. Okay? Pronunciation, the volume is a problem. Because initially, what happened? I cannot get the voice out. So I put more effort to pump the volume out. When I pump the volume out, the volume become too much. It's like my wife will tell me, slow down, slow down. Okay. Oh, say, don't, why are you shouting? I have to take a deep breath, calm down, and then I say, oh, can you hear me? I say, can you hear me? My volume. You know, like you remember the first two times you asked me to come out, I don't have tea with you. I keep on saying, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you because of all the environment sound. So you might think you are speaking at the volume I can hear, but I keep on saying, speak louder, I can't hear you. You know? So things like this. We we are not normal. One stroke hit you, you already not normal. You might think you are still normal. You might think you are still speaking correctly, reacting correctly. How you know whether you're reacting correctly or not is other people tell you. Like when I do live like this, what do I get? I get people to comment. Okay. Then they will say they understand me. My explanation is good. You know, my be it in whatever language. Like right now I'm speaking to you in English. Or if I speak to you in Malay, with a Malay audience is different. I speak to you in Chinese and then their Chinese audience is different. The understanding, the brain function is different. That's why stroke did not just rob us the physical. No, stroke rob you your processing, your understanding. No, and the road to recovery for every stroke survivor is never the same. There is not a single stroke survivor has the same road to recover. It's different. It's just like holding a chopstick. There's a general way to hold a chopstick. But if you look properly, every person holding a chopstick is different. Just like holding a pencil. The right way to hold it will teach you when you were just 4 and 5 years old. The teacher will teach you the right way. But every person turn around, they have their preference way to, to hold a pencil. That's why when it comes to speech, when it comes to language, as long as I tell you what, you manage to communicate, people can understand you. Your wife, your caregiver, your children, like in this, they are all there. They can understand, you can communicate, and everybody is at peace. You can see they are reacting to you. Well, that means you are managing yourself group. That's why I say don't think people having problem with you is how you project yourself to the point that people understand you and not misunderstand you. Like you, I like it. You are your safeguard. You always play. You smile. You always smile. When you smile, you take people off the ganjong. No, the agitated. No, they are not so panic. Like me, my face is fierce. My wife, every time, even my audience, they will say, calm down, calm down. Don't, because here is like look angry. I'm not angry. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to get my word out so that people understand you can hear. So like right now today, I'm letting people hear me. Why? Because those who have time, siapa ada masa dengar, dia faham topik yang saya cakap, dia dengar lah. Bagus, bagus. Things like this, we as a stroke survivor, you need people, you need friends. Yeah, we were talking about our friend. Our friend, we don't have to tell him lah. Nobody know who is he, right? But our friend, we call him botak lah. The botak fella, he problem is what? His problem is his nerve. Okay, the nerve sensitivity, and he want to recover. The typical stroke survivor, typical normal people, they want fast because his condition is different from normal stroke people. His condition is he part of his nerve is affected so much. The damage is on his. I do not know the scientific terms. Is right on his almost as the the end of it. The end of it is damaged. Little bit more, he will, the whole body will go kaput because that is the part the joint, no, the signal joint before it come out from the brain and start pumping to different part. So people like him, he have sensitivity in his nerve, neuroplasticity. So in his case, he have over sensitivity, similar to me, but worse than me. You understand? So everybody, of course, it will hit left side or right side. You can see his left side or right side. You can assume is the speech or not the speech. You can, but is it actually that or no? Some people neuroplasticity already the bypass. I always say stroke hit your software, not your hardware. The hardware is only the hardware is this the hardware. Only the hardware is what? The hardware is what people see. But what actually is the software, the command of from the brain not reaching the body anymore. So they have to bypass the burn chip, the burn chip has to be bypassed so that it can signal can go. So that's why therefore some people say, oh, they go here, they eat this, they wear that. Itu boleh pakai, itu tak boleh pakai. You know, it help. it does help if first thing first, neuroplasticity already started in the brain. So then the body just need a little bit boost. You know, you can boost it with acupuncture because it will trigger all the meridian point, all your blood circulation, your muscle with muscle. That's why in Chinese they boost it with toina. Toina, you call it toina, the muscle. Okay, the joint that is stiff, they will massage it. Right, they open up it because basically why when the joint all stiff up, basically is already they call it in Malay they call it bekarat. In Chinese they call it sang seng. Okay, in English what do you call? Ah, you get rusty. You can get rusty. How to move, right? So what you do, you move more, you help. You put oil and then you break the rust. Ah, you break the rust. Betul kan? Ah. So when you break the rust, then that's where you every day you do your exercise. Get it? When you do every day, then that is when go back to your first question to me. What should you do now? You already recover very well by your own efforts. 1 year plus recovery to this. Most of the time you can walk around in public without tongkat. You know how good is that? You know, if I were to make a video out of you, you know how many people will envy of your progress. You know, because all that you manage to do is to your own effort, your own discipline. One now is question is how to boost yourself to the next level. So your first question to me just now, is it safe? Is it safe to do extra? Is it safe to go to the gym? Of course, love. If not, why all the therapists, all the people in public, they will ask you, move, China, China they say what 运动多一点，慢慢走，小心走，小心啊，但是做多一点，做到一点好。These are normal people, you know. These are all the people who don't have stroke will ask you to move more because everybody knows stroke person, the more they move, the faster they come back. Betul tak? Okay, where was I? Now, in your case, why is it your therapist or is it the gym trainer that stopped you? Who stopped you from using the gym equipment? I can't hear you. Company doctor. The company doctor. Therapist. A good therapist is like a good experienced architect. Okay? A good experienced architect, even they might not that creative to do that design, but the moment they see the design is out, they can calculate whether it's feasible to build it or not. Right? That is a good experience therapy. They know their trade, right? Now, same thing, a good doctor will know, okay, whether this patient is good enough to do that exercise or not. If it's not, they will know what is wrong and what is a challenge he can face, he will face. Okay? Let the safety come first. Put it this way. Before you do any project, safety come first. Keep it very simple, safety. Because so people do not know their own capacity. So as a responsible doctor, it's important for them to make sure you are safe. Because a lot of people do not know their own capacity. They might still think they can do this, they can do that. And kadaboom, kadabim, they fall. Well, you fall and hurt yourself and you are under their care. Jalat is the doctor. Huh? Yeah. Yes. Of course, safety is not they are stopping you. No one. They just want to make sure you are safe. And they want to make sure during the watch you don't get into deeper problem. If they can't help you, they can't, if they can't fix you, they don't let you get into worse. Okay. Going to you at your stage, you're very lucky. You don't have spasticity. You don't have high muscle tone. Okay. Your joint is not locked. Okay. These three things itself, high spasticity, high muscle tone, joint lock, all over. That means now you don't have lah.
Everybody experience, but still have.
Yes. That one sampai lu mati pun sama. That's where a lot of people don't know. Stroke maintenance
So
is sampai lu mati. Ah.
it's good. There's a lot of information, but still cannot have. I mean,
No. I don't care because I am not a licensed therapy. I'm not healer. I don't open shop for people to come and I heal you and give me money. I am here telling my story. If they want to listen, oh, that is his experience. What are the problem he have to overcome? I'm having conversation. You ask me question by question, I answer part by part. No, because every survivor, like you say, will have to go through the stage. They will go through the stage. Whether they are prepared or not prepared, how prepared you are. That's the thing. A lot of people are not prepared. Like, look at why a small country like Singapore can do so many things. The Richter's rate dot down south can achieve so many things because the leader, the previous leader, they have is smart. His friends are all smart. That's why, like me, I'm not saying I'm smart, but at least I use my brain. When I do content, my content, people say, hey, betul lah. Others look content not like him. His content is different. I'm not asking for money. People don't give me money. People don't even give me a like, man. I have to tell people, please follow, follow. If you can, if not, sometimes you can't find me. If you follow, you can find me. You know. So things like this, I have to teach people that just like why Lee Kuan Yew, he have to still he is so good, but still he have to campaign. When come to campaign, he have to campaign. He is already so called the best Singapore can get, right? But he still have to campaign and ask people to vote for him. And slowly, by working together, Singapore managed to be what they are. Same thing go with us. He stroke survivor. When we had stroke, people see, ni, badan sudah sengit sebelah. Cakap sudah masuk angin. Makan minum or limited. So right now you should do you go to the gym as long as you eat your maintenance pills. If you have hypertension or the what you call that to dilute your blood, or if you have diabetes to control your blood sugar, everything is okay. And then if you have muscle spasticity, you have muscle cramp, you need muscle relaxer, eat all those medicine that the doctor gave you. And then next thing is like what the audience shared just now. Don't overthink. The at this time, a year to 2 years, the biggest challenge is anxiety, overthinking, and loneliness. That is one thing the stroke survivor are not prepared. Because like people like me who share the experience of the journey or road to recover is not a lot. Only for people who learn to ask questions, I can share. Like, you know why? A lot of stroke survivor is sitting down quietly, like Richard, uh, like Kim. They all supporting me for almost a year already. They found a channel. They found this channel ABC 123. They have been faithful listening to all my stories, right? Why? Because to them, I can speak on their behalf. I can speak their heart out. Things that nobody say, I say it out. Because why? I don't overthink. You want to listen, to listen. You don't want to listen. I don't care. I don't know you. If you find my sharing is helpful and you're grateful with it, you listen, then you make let me know. Then I will make it a point to try to remember who you are. Or if you want to show you are asshole, you don't appreciate, don't agree. I just say, don't come in anymore lah. Betul tak? So, but most often or not, people that come into my room is gentle. They are polite. People who are in my room have manner, you know. So when they come in, they tap the screen. I know they are here. They know they have. That's why next time you come into my room, you make sure you press the orange love. That's to show you check in already. Then you tap the screen. So whenever I look at the screen, I see who tap. No, who is here? No, they are still around. Tap screen thing all. Right here. Miss P, tap the screen. I know Miss P is here. I because I don't keep on looking at the screen. I'm talking to you. So anyway, going back to what I'm advising you. Seriously, in your case, you are the 90% mental you're prepared. Emotion also, you think you are more than 90, I say, okay lah, 90%. You have a good wife to support you. You have your good son and daughter to support you. You're lucky. And not to mention, you are very independent. But this, the emotion part, that is nobody prepared you. If so, nobody say I am fully prepared, I'm strong, I'm immune. No, you still have to ask from God, ask from your friend, ask from your loved one, buddy to prepare you mental and emotion. Physical, I have no worry at all. You are disciplined. Same with all the audience outside. They are what? They are very disciplined than me. Like Richard, he always feel down. He always feel Richard feel down why? He always feel like he have no friend to understand him. But he also know when he come to my room, he don't have to type a lot. I just take a look, I understand him. You know, but oh, Richard, you also very lucky. Why? I understand you. Ah, that's one. And thing very easy to find and understand. Ah, like our friend here, Miss P. You think she's a new friend, you know? Ah, why she's listening? Because she know. Hey, this Lang Chai Kung Fu, you know. Lang, for those who don't understand my Lang Chai Koko, Koko, big brother, Lang Chai is handsome. Lah. I still think, don't call me Lang Chai uncle, Lang Chai Koko. Okay. So better go back to main topic. A lot of people say I go crazy. Okay? Now, seriously, now it's time for you to push yourself to the next stage. Your next stage is your physical. Your mental, your emotion are past already. You score with high point. Maintain it that way. You have to score your physical to the next level. Because that's how you gauge yourself. You subconsciously you put the benchmark as your movement. You put your benchmark or your ability, your smoothness to move. You know, so then push it. Because since you already put it benchmark like that, how do the hit exercise? High intensive tra- training. Yeah. So push, rest. Push, rest. That's how you do it. You know, those physical things, I also don't need to teach you a lot because you used to go to gym. You know, uh, work out like a gym, but focus in what? Focus in the movement that you want. focus in the muscle that you want to rebuild. As long as the movement is there already. First, for those who are inside the room, focus in your core exercise, core muscle. Okay? You have to build your core before you build other things. If you can't even build your core, if you don't even understand where you are, what you need to do, you will be everywhere. That's why I always tell people, learn your ABC, learn your 1, 2, 3. Be aware of your current situation. Okay? Accept your current situation. Okay? And then moving on, what are the action? A. B. Find your own balance. Be it in the brain, you need more help, or in your body, or just by doing the breathing control. Okay, that's your B. C. Control, repetition, communication. Just keep it as ABC. Ada faham? Ada faham? Let me know. Miss P, you understand what I just said? What is ABC? Dinko, do you understand? Jolene, of course, understand. Jolene is tapping the screen. What about the rest? There are so many other people. Do you understand? Do your ABC. Then do your 1, 2, 3. Repetition. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 1 set, 2 set, 3 set. And then what are the one? Your mental. Is your mental stable? Mental stable, good. Is your emotion stable? Emotion stable, good. Then focus in your physical. Because stroke people tend to overthink. Don't overthink. You want to do everything at the same time. Hello, you stroke lah. I stroke lah. We are not normal already. Cannot. Okay. Jangan ingatkan you hero lagi. That's why plus my friend, he got fucked by me the other day. He think he's still hero. Hello, you stroke, I stroke. We all not normal already. I tell people what? We all brain damage. No, accept the fact we all brain damage, but we are still managed to live as normal as possible. No, know what you are facing. Know what you are. Okay. Then baru cerita. Hi. So the ABC, the 1, 2, 3, do it that way. You are on the way. And keep on repeating it faster, stronger, harder. Then do your hit. Next year, when I see you, you will be completely different already. Your tongkat, you really don't need anymore. Your speech, then you'll be really stable enough to move. Like me, I don't dare to venture into any business. You think I don't have business idea? You think I'm not an entrepreneur? Before my stroke, I have how many companies? But all I let it to go because cannot. I prefer to focus on myself and to save my brain, save my mental, save my emotion, and save my physical. It's not as easy as you say. It's just like how you always say, to build a house, you have to calculate how much sand, how much brick, how much cement, piping, and so on and so forth, wiring and so on. Time, then only you can know how much cost of the whole project. And people who don't know, they just look at the appearance. This is my hero. That is a Boon, stroke survivor last year, before Chinese New Year. He had stroke and he have his recovery pretty good. So itulah kadang-kadang stroke recovery ni orang tend to overthink. Betul. You don't have to overthink. You don't have to feel depressed. You don't have to feel lonely. Like my friend here, dia senang je sebab dia dah kuat sampai dia tangan kanan kena tangan kiri yang lemak. Tangan kanan dia boleh pandu. So dia boring dia pandu lah. Diri dia pergi hot spring, Malay call telaga air panas. Cina panggil Isoyu. So, dia mandi telaga air panas, hot spring, for what? Untuk panaskan badan dia, penjalanan darah dia. Bagus, good for him, So, the more he do that, the easier the maintenance of his body. Right. That's how he is. And then I was telling him today, be prepared mentally and emotionally. The hardest, every part of the journey of the stroke recovery is a challenge. Every part is a challenge. Now, the first year going to 2 years, then I give him a heads up what are the challenges he was bound to face.
Don't forget, hit that like, drop a comment, that's what's right. Save it now, don't think twice. Share the vibe, roll the dice, and follow me, let's go ride.